Today we are solving one-step equations. Today is day 2 of solving one-step equations. Your essential question is, how do I solve equations? Your learning intention, I'm learning to solve equations. You have 2 warm-up questions. These are adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Pause the video and see if you can do it now. Well, I do hope you tried on your own and that you're just checking your answers. As I'm looking, I've got a 4 and an 8 for my denominators. I know that 2 times 4 is 8, so I can easily change 3 over 4 into something over 8 by multiplying top and bottom by 2. So 3 over 4 is equal to 6 over 8. 6 over 8 plus 7 over 8. Now, my denominators are the same. I simply have to add the numerators. 3 plus 7 is 13. 13 over 8 is our answer. What about the next one? Well, I know that 8 times 2 is 16, so I can easily change 5 over 8 into 10 over 16 by multiplying top and bottom by 2. 5 over 8 is equal to over 16 times 2 times 2, 10 over 16, 15 over 16 minus 10 over 16 leaves me with 5 over 16. 15 minus 10 is 5. Your denominator does not change. So now let's get into solving equations. Remember, when solving one-step equations, you use the opposite operation to undo what has happened to the variable. Always, always keep those columns straight. So as I'm looking at the first problem, I have taken a number. I have subtracted 8 and my answer is 12. Draw a line through the equal sign and another line underneath. I have subtracted 8. The opposite is to add 8. I do that to both sides to keep things equal. Just like having 2 children. If I give one child $8, I've got to give the other child $8. I have eliminated the 8 from this side. I now have G is equal to 12 plus 8 is 20. If I wanted to check, my check would be replacing G with 20. 20 minus 8 is 12. What about the next one? A number plus 15 is equal to negative 5. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So I will subtract 15 from both sides. H is equal to, I'm starting at negative 5, I'm going negative 15 more down to the left. The same sign, add them together, 5 plus 15 is 20. Keep that negative sign. If I want to check, I sub it back in. Negative 20 plus 15 is equal to negative 5. Starting at negative 20, I go 15 to the right. I end up at negative 5. Okay, what happens here? I'm taking some number, I am multiplying by negative 3, and I end up with positive 24. What is the opposite of multiplication? If you said division, you would be correct. Now, I used the whole number in front of x. The whole number is -3, not just 3, but -3. X is equal to 25 divided by -3. I know a positive divided by a negative will give me a negative number. If I'm not sure on my multiplication tables, I grab my chart. I'm going to, here's 3, I'm going to go over to 24, and I go up to 8. So the answer is 8, a -8. Once again, if I'm going to check, I'm going to substitute -8 in for x. -3 times -8 is equal to, once again, I can use my chart. 3 and 8 intersect at 24. Negative times negative is a positive 24. So we've had subtraction, addition, multiplication, and now we're dividing. What is the opposite of dividing? Multiplication. So if you're looking at this, I've got a 4 and I'm dividing by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. That eliminates. 1 times r gives me r back. R is equal to -5 times 4 is -20. Once again, if you have difficulty with your multiplication table, I'm looking at 4, I come over to 20 and go up to 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. I've got a positive times a negative, and that gives me a negative. If I'm going to check, -20 divided by -5. Negative divided by negative is a positive, and I end up with, whoops, I should have divided by 4. It still would have showed you anyway. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Use your multiplication table if you struggle with use your multiplication chart if you struggle with your multiplication tables. But what happens if it's on the other side? Does it make any difference? The answer is no. So, -8 is equal to some number divided by 4. The opposite of division is multiplication. 4 times -8. Positive times negative is a negative. 4 times 8 is 32, and that is equal to W. Always use your multiplication tables. Here's 8, here's 4, they intersect at 32. When I get ready to check, I sub it in. So, is -8 equal to -32 divided by 4? Yes. Okay, we've checked the last 5. We're going to stop checking and we're just simply going to do the math. I've got -21 as my answer. It's equal to -3 times a number. Can you pause the video and do this one on your own? Well, I hope you tried. I'm going to divide by -3. The opposite of multiplication is division. -21 divided by -3 is, negative divided by negative is a positive. 7 is equal to P. Negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. Pause the video and see if you can do the last two on your own. If you're able to undo what's happened, you are getting the concept. Well, I hope you tried. This is subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 is equal to R. 22 minus 12 is 10. So I know it works. Draw your line, keep all those columns straight. I've taken a number, I've added 22. The opposite of adding 22 is subtracting 22. $55 minus 22 is 33, and that is equal to F. 33 plus 22 is 55. Now we always have to add in a few of those word problems. Betsy gave Sean 8 red pencils. Now Sean has 11 red pencils. How many red pens did Sean have before? So what we're looking for is how many pencils he had before. So as I am highlighting what I need to remember, she gave him 8. Now he has 11. How many did he have before? So we're looking at how many he had before. Our variable. What do we want to use for our variable? How about P? P is the number of pens Sean had before. So he had a number of pens plus Betsy gave him 8, and now he has 11. How do we solve? We subtract 8 from both sides. Minus 8, minus 8. P is equal to 3. But what does that mean? That means that Sean had 3 pens before Betsy gave him 11. So, as you can see, we're looking at undoing one step. If we've added, then we subtract. If we subtract, then we add. If we've multiplied, then we divide. If we've divided, then we multiply. You know you're successful when you can solve one-step equations. So the important thing to remember, if I add, the opposite of adding is subtract. If I multiply, the opposite of multiplying is to divide. Hopefully this is starting to get a little bit easier for you now.